Enter the realm of darkness, where secrets dwell in shadows, and the light of truth is dimmed by a shroud of lies. In this realm, there is a story of a young woman whose life was cut short by an unimaginable tragedy. Follow me as I tell the tale of Ashanti Billie and the events that led to her untimely demise. A story of mystery and intrigue, of secrets and deceit, and of the darkness that can lie just beneath the surface. Be warned, this is not a tale for the faint of heart. Welcome back to Crime Case Files. Before we begin, we would like to extend our condolences to the victim, Ashanti Billie's friends and family, and truly hope cases like this will never happen again. Locals in Virginia Beach banded together in 2017 in an effort to locate Ashanti Billie, 19, who had gone missing. Ashanti left for work at the Blimpie sandwich store on the Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek Fort Story on September 18, 2017. Ashanti Billie's parents were both active-duty military personnel who frequently relocated, so she spent time living in Texas, Germany, Alabama, New York, and Maryland, where she attended Dr. Henry A. Wise Jr. High School in Upper Marlboro and graduated. Despite their divorce, Billie's parents remained close friends so that she could stay at either of their homes. Although she was the sole child of her mother, she also had 6 additional half-siblings and a lifelong partner. Billie had recently relocated to Virginia to pursue her studies in culinary arts. She had aspirations of starting her own bakery someday. Billie, who obtained employment at a Blimpie shop on the Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek in Norfolk, reportedly arrived at the base just before 5 in the morning on September 18th to report for duty. The driver of her car was not immediately apparent as it was observed departing the base. According to authorities, Ashanti Billie failed to show up for work that day and skipped her regular college classes. Her smartphone was discovered in a dumpster later that day, and her automobile was discovered in Norfolk over the following weekend. On September 29, Billie's body was discovered close to a church in Charlotte. "I'm still not sleeping," Brandy Billie admitted. "I need them to find out who did this because closure comes from knowing Ashanti will receive justice and that the monster or monsters won't be able to harm anyone else the way they did to my baby," the mother says. Brandy Billie and her ex-husband Meltoni Billie have been making every effort to assist in the absence of any clear answers, first throughout the search for their daughter, and most recently during the investigation into her death. They have made appearances on television, visited with Virginia Beach Republican Youth Rep. Scott W. Taylor, and shared information about other missing person cases on social media in the hopes that it may prevent another family from going through the same ordeal. The case is still a high priority, according to FBI Norfolk spokeswoman Christina Pullen. FBI has teamed up with Blimpie, the sandwich shop where Ashanti Billie worked, to offer a $10,000 reward for information that leads to the case's resolution. Pullen stated, "We are exploring all leads, reviewing all of the data we have, and gathering as much data as we can, and we want to ensure accuracy." Brandy Billie's desk is home to a funeral program that details her daughter's journey through life. During the hunt for their daughter, Brandy and Meltoni Billie stayed at a hotel near Virginia Beach. Johnson Billie declared she wanted to take a direct flight to Charlotte when authorities found her dead. "The infant was where we wanted to be," Brandy Billie said. "We failed to reach that location. They didn't want us to see her in the deteriorated state that she was discovered in as a result of being outside in the elements and things like that." Her parents are still unsure about Billie's exact whereabouts. Even though the parents have questioned the investigators, it is what the authorities choose not to tell that causes the parents' imaginations to wander. "I need to know if she was abused," Meltoni Billie recalled questioning the detectives. They said, "Well, Mr. Billie, we don't have all that," he added. Multiple deployments were made while both parents were in the military. They expressed their conviction that their daughter was most likely kidnapped on the base and expressed hope that the security measures would help authorities identify potential suspects. According to Beth Baker, a Navy spokesperson who talked generally about naval stations, in order to enter a base, one must provide a legitimate identity card to the armed security staff, which is frequently inspected upon arrival. Regarding Ashanti Billie's case, Baker sent inquiries to the FBI, citing the open and ongoing investigation. Johnson Billie eventually made it back to Maryland, but she couldn't stand to be in the same apartment she had with her daughter. She relocated to a new apartment with a different layout in less than a week. I don't even know how to explain it, but it just doesn't feel right to pack up all of your child's belongings knowing she won't be there, Brandy Billie said. In Brandy Johnson Billie's apartment in Maryland, her office has evolved into a makeshift shrine for her daughter. There is a pair of tattered pants that her daughter adored, but Johnson Billie detested. Some of the teen's hand-drawn anime are present. And then there's the chef's dress that Ashanti Billie, 19, of Virginia Beach, bought for her cooking class but never got to wear. Detectives immediately discovered that there was a male who constantly made an effort to flirt with the teenager but was unsuccessful. One witness reportedly informed police that the man had made a crude sexual comment to her, according to NBC Washington. The man was 45-year-old homeless veteran Eric Brian Brown, who had served in the Navy for 21 years and had performed odd jobs close to and on the military installation. He reportedly had complete access to the base where Ashanti Billie worked since he was a veteran. According to a Wednesday announcement from the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department and the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Virginia, 45-year-old Eric Brian Brown is charged with federal kidnapping and a murder. According to an arrest document, Brown, who is homeless, worked as a day laborer and resided in buildings near and on the naval facilities. Brown got access to the Joint Expeditionary Base, Little Creek, in Virginia Beach, since he was a former Navy petty officer. The 21-year Navy veteran, according to the prosecution, frequently stopped by Billie's place of work. Meltony Billie, Ashanti Billie's father, claimed on Thursday morning he preyed on her. The Justice Department said in a statement that Billie's co-workers reported that Brown would visit the Blimpies almost every day and that he was seen so frequently in the neighboring buildings, such as a 24-hour laundromat next door, that they believed Brown worked there. Even the building of the Blimpies restaurant, where Ashanti worked, was contributed to by Brown. Ashanti's mother, Brandy Billie, said, "If this was allowed to happen on a naval base, it can happen anywhere." Ashanti's father, Meltony Billie, continued, "How was it that this guy was allowed to roam around base? Meltony and Brandy have both served in the military. This was done to us by a veteran. Ashanti was a veteran's child. Her entire life has been spent around the military," said Brandy. Later, it was discovered that Ashanti Billie was abducted by Brown as she was leaving for work on that terrible day. His DNA was apparently found in her corpse, but what exactly transpired between the two is still a mystery. And to be honest, I don't think any of us would want to fathom it. It is known that Brown may have purposefully or unintentionally left breadcrumbs leading to his front door, the church close to the scene of Ashanti's death. Brown attended there as a young child, according to the Justice Department. The forest area, only 300 yards, separated it from his childhood home. On September 18th at 4:58 a.m., Billie's automobile was seen on security footage entering the base and circling the Blimpies around 5 a.m. Both recordings showed the driver of the car, who was dressed similarly to what Billie was allegedly wearing, dark-colored clothing. At 5:33 in the morning, a figure in light-colored clothing was seen driving Billie's automobile off of the base. Residential video security captured a person driving a car that matched Billie's stop at a Norfolk construction waste at around 5:44 a.m. The person was wearing light-colored clothing. A few hours later, building crew members discovered Billie's cell phone in the trash. Court records state that Billie's automobile was discovered in Norfolk on September 23rd. Agents found Billie's pants inside the vehicle. They were smeared in dirt and other items that were consistent with their having been taken off outside and on the ground. Authorities discovered that Brown had performed numerous searches the day after Ashanti was abducted, including Police Looking for Man, Amber Alert SEP 2017, and Norfolk Police Looking for Man in connection with homicide. They did this by checking into Brown's cell phone's internet usage. The night of September 17th, the day before Ashanti went missing, Brown told authorities that he had been on the base. However, after that, he had a blackout and was unable to recall his whereabouts for the next 3 days. According to court records, Brown allegedly told an informant that he detested black women and thought of them as gold diggers. Eric Brian Brown was accused of kidnapping and murder, but the path to justice has been difficult due to his inability to face trial. He is reportedly receiving medical care before appearing before a court. Assault with intent to commit. Any felony, assault resulting in serious bodily injury, theft of personal property, and stalking were added to Brown's original charges in October 2019. Johnson Billy referred to the family's public funeral as Ashanti Billie's homegoing celebration. Her daughter had previously described her vision for the perfect wedding, white with rainbow roses and a flash of mint green. As a result, Johnson Billy made sure the funeral program was mint green and included rainbow roses. Ashanti Billy was buried in her own designed light green prom gown. Regarding the funeral, Johnson Billy remarked, "I just kept thinking that it can't be her up there. It can't be her. I'll never be able to be the mother at the wedding. I'll never have grandchildren. To me, that is no more." For the time being, the parents' days are occupied with getting ready to start a foundation in their daughter's honor. It will serve as a resource for people looking for help in the search for a missing person and assist in funding a scholarship fund for a student to enroll in the culinary program at the Art Institute of Virginia Beach. Melanie Billy stated, "You wake up and you sometimes try to make sense of it. Some mornings when I first get up, I check the news in hopes of hearing something. There are ongoing reminders of their loss." Johnson Billy recently discovered a pair of headphones, a charger, and a jar of bubbly tea, ingredients when she accessed her online shopping cart. Ashanti Billy must have added all of these items. Johnson Billy stated, "In my head, I keep telling myself she's away at school. The other part of my brain is like, no, she's not coming home." On the 4th anniversary of her disappearance, Ashanti Billy's parents and Virginia Beach city officials will pay tribute to her memory on Saturday afternoon. In order to assist other persons who go missing, they will ask Congress during this ceremony for full funding of the federal alert system they started in her name. After the 19-year-old who was attending college in Virginia Beach went missing and was later found dead, it only took lawmakers less than a year to put the Ashanti Alert Act into effect. The story's climax has been reached. View a few of our earlier true crime videos. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share this video. You can also activate the notification bell to receive notifications whenever we upload a new video. By leaving a comment in the space provided, please let us know what you think of this case. Please let us know what topics you think we should discuss next if you have any suggestions. Be cautious and safe.